Marcellus Wiley, the former NFL All-Pro defensive end, host of More to It on the Dan Patrick Podcast Network. This week's guest is Shawne Merriman, who talks about channeling the emotions he had from growing up homeless into being a great football player and the birth of Lights Out. Here's a clip from Marcellus Wiley with Shawne Merriman.
So I was getting some notoriety in the country, and they asked me. They said, "Hey, why do you play football?" And I looked at the guy, not having any media training, nothing. I said, "Hey, I could do anything I want to somebody and not go to jail." Right? So I was like,
strike that from the record.
I was like, I'm glad they didn't pick that back up because I would have looked like a psychopath back then. But I think what I was trying to say as a kid was I was going through a lot, and that was my outlet. That was how I got everything off my chest, because that's the 2 hours of my day that I didn't have to worry about everything else that was going on. And so I didn't realize that was me kind of venting out at that time. But looking back on it now, I was just speaking from what I was going through.
That's Shawne Merriman, the podcast More to It on the Dan Patrick Podcast Network with your host, Marcellus Wiley, the former NFL All-Pro defensive end. Shawne Merriman had a lot of energy.
Oh, yes. Lights Out was appropriate in terms of the way he played. I remember him coming to the San Diego Chargers after I was abruptly released, and just saw his immediate impact, the energy he played with. As he talked about, his emotional content was on full display every single Sunday because he had it hard growing up. Not homeless once, but homeless twice. A really tough upbringing that he was able to extract all of those issues and demonstrate them on football fields on Sundays.